Hello, Great Quartz. Okay, now we got to turn off your speakers.
Turn them off.
Yeah. Good?
You gonna do it?
Yeah. Okay. Hello, Great Quartz. Welcome in. YouTube seems to be working correctly. I'll check that in a minute. Again, I'm having difficulties with. Oh, there it goes. It decided to pop up. Okay. All right. So that looks good. Okay. You're live now. Go down to the three dots. No, those are the wrong three. Okay, so we're live. Now we got to find the one that just started. May 23rd. I'm not seeing you popping up. Facebook is having difficulties. Hello, Miss Avi says. Welcome in. You guys had a great program on Wednesday. I didn't get to see it all, but it was with Miss Brittany. And hi, Mac Cherry. Hey, we're still working on all this stuff. Scott was gone, and as you know, we were there it goes on all this stuff. Scott was gone. Hold on. And as you know, we were ouch. You need to turn your volume off during this one. Okay. Just turn the volume down. Is it down? No, not yet. Well, I wanted it off. Put it way down, but that's okay. Shoot. Okay. Yep. So working on this. Dang. Live now. Let's try this again. All right, come on. I'm not sure if I got to your privacy yet because it's been, yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it's not popping up for me. Mine took a while to pop up, so you're good right now. Hello, Scooter Pam is in the house as well. So tell us about your lovely trip to Alaska.
Oh, my trip. My magical trip to Neverland. You've never been to Alaska. I'm just telling you, when you get there, you feel like you're a speck on a speck. The place is so big and so magnificent and so time-free that you go, oh my gosh. Landline reference all of this crazy stuff, but it's wild. It's wild. Nothing like it.
And you were telling me you felt like a speck.
A speck on a speck. It just makes you feel small. And you see how big everything is. And how long it took God / universe, whoever, to make this up there. That's what's crazy about it. You know, eons and eons of time, ice age stuff, and you go, really mammoth. Floating around. If you go to the stores downtown, they have these glaciers retreat, and they find all kinds of artifacts in the glaciers. A lot of mammoth tucks. And we went by the Red Onion, which was a brothel in 1898 during the gold rush. That was rather informative.
I bet you enjoyed that.
Everybody should do it. I actually didn't go to the tour. Somebody told me what tour it was. I said, okay, 25 cents for 15 minutes.
We talked about this before, Pedro. That's the easiest one I have. Hi, Curti. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Like I got last time, and they're saying the same thing. 9. 9 is the number.
I would say
we already talked about it.
Just watch and find out. But,
yeah.
Who knows?
Well, 5 for her, and then 4 with her duo. But yes, we talked about this.
Yeah, we did. I remember that like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the last time we were together.
Is she any closer to getting her awards? I don't know.
Well, the nominations. Scott's audio sounds a bit scrambled.
Okay.
One. Okay.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear that? Let me double check on which one we've got going on here. Audio.
unless we're using my microphone. Yeah.
Ah, they changed it on me. Better.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hike. Anyway,
Hike. It's what you said. Yeah.
yeah, it's almost like
It's
uno,
better now.
dos, tres, catorce.
Excuse me 1 minute. I'm going to turn down the air.
Okay. Hello, Curti. It does sound better. Okay. Somehow it switched my microphone. So do apologize for that. But yes, welcome in, welcome in. So you were a spec and you
I
saw a
was a speck
brothel.
on a speck. Yeah, I went down the main brothel.
Have you ever been to Tombstone?
Yes, it's been a. I have flown over Tombstone. I don't think I have driven. I haven't physically been on the ground in Tombstone.
Oh, wow. Loud and clear.
I've heard a lot
Okay.
about it.
I've driven, yeah,
Tina's
gone down
talked a
there.
lot about that. She sees stuff down there,
Oh, yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
things.
Well, before I started this was probably 10, 15, maybe 20 years before. Yeah, probably 20 years. Anyway, even more than that. Um, I went down there. I felt a lot of energies,
Oh, really?
but I didn't know what I was looking for or
Anybody grab you by the
expecting.
throat?
No,
Nothing like
didn't
that.
really go into a whole lot of buildings, went in and out, didn't stay, didn't do the tour down to basement of the brothels or the jail or
The
whatever.
the
Yeah.
mo- the morgue. Didn't they have a
The morgue, yeah.
basement morgue?
Actually, I've been to a morgue that turned into a bar
Really?
in it's called Český Krumlov in the Czech Republic.
Did they
I
call
have been that.
it? Did they advertise that this was a morgue, or did you sort of
Yeah, they
really?
kind of made it
That's
clear.
part of.
There was also a coffin that was turned
Oh
into a
wow,
table. Yeah.
part of the
Now they
ambiance.
stopped doing that. Yes, Angie, what is for lunch? But yes, yeah, it was very interesting. But we spent a lot of time when we were in Český Krumlov in that particular spot. Okay, so I do have a lot of it. Okay. Yep. So the brothel, was there any other things? You were on a cruise.
We were on the cruise. We It's just so Alaska. We saw a lot of bald eagles and some harbor seal. The sun had not started running yet, so the bears weren't out. But it just, gosh, shoreline and shoreline and shoreline and trees and islands and you could open your door and feel this cool ocean breeze on your room. That's what was
Oh,
amazing.
that's great.
That was fun.
Now, did you go out of Seattle or Vancouver or
Vancouver,
Vancouver?
fly to Vancouver, and then the ships. It's Sunday is ship day. All the ships are in, dumping their load and taking on new ones.
Oh,
There
wow.
were three ships. We were on one, and there are two others. Everybody's processing. Quite the Vancouver's sure a pretty place.
I
Have you
bet.
ever been there or not?
No, I haven't.
Pretty clean city. Very a lot of high rise. Everything.
And it's nice to see it working. I think shrimp and zucchini or pizza for fast food Friday. I had a strawberry protein shake for breakfast. Well, that sounds good too.
Well, strawberry protein, then finish it off with pizza.
Really, pizza? See, I'm more the shrimp and zucchini. I don't eat a whole lot of high iodine right now, but
Good morning,
still.
Victor.
Yes, Victor is in the house. So his and Pedro's questions are from his thing. And chat, great to see you all. Great to see you too, Victor.
Yes, we're all back from our adventures.
Yes. I know you've already set your adventure for July, right?
Yes, going to Baltimore.
Yes, I need to finalize mine.
Oh, you are doing it?
It looks like yes, I'm
Good. Julie
going.
and I will be in Baltimore. When are we going?
I got a donation to go to, so
Cool. Yeah,
I
I was looking up the dates for that today. I couldn't find them.
Or what?
I'll just tell me when we're leaving. I don't know when we're going.
Did you
I'm
get your?
no, I'm signed up for it.
I know you signed up for it, but did you get your airline
Oh yeah, I've
ticket
got all that too, but I couldn't find it in my pile this morning.
through the 19th?
Yes, that sounds right. July 12 was stuck in my head.
Yes, but it's kind of crazy because a lot of the flights from Arizona, which is 3 hours of difference from Baltimore, a lot of them leave very late
In
in
the
our
day,
evening and get in the morning in Baltimore.
early.
There, yeah. I mean, I've seen early as 5 a.m.
What are they thinking?
Yeah, that's also what I thought. And you know what? Southwest came out for this 50% thing, and I go, oh, good, I'll get a ticket on with that one. It's not till the month later.
Oh no,
till you get
they were just
further.
announcing, get ready.
Yeah, I'm going, yeah. Anyway, Southwest is a little expensive. I don't care what they say. I know they're changing things, but
Oh, they're starting to charge for luggage that they weren't doing before. That's the new thing I heard. Stuff.
well, their one-way trips are the same price as a lot of round trips. Yeah,
Southwest, really?
yeah.
I did not
Now,
know that.
not in the close vicinity. Yeah, we can do $59 and $49 stuff, so that's great. Tell me about its scenes after the movie. It's been crazy love. Be back to hometown. Share it to Julie and Scott. Oh, okay. Yes, we love to travel.
Oh,
He just got back, and well, he's been in his
hadn't been
old
seen.
home, and new home in his old home,
So he's in his new home.
but
It
in his
wasn't.
own
It it,
hometown.
it wasn't. Oh, gotcha.
Right,
Okay.
right. So that's where he's at. Okay,
Let's
now,
get this party popping.
right, we've had Pedro ask a question. We've already answered it,
He
and
asked
has it
another one.
changed at all? Do you have any other things for Pedro?
You know what I'm
And
hearing?
didn't he ask this on Wednesday night too?
I'm hearing it's celebrity chaos.
Um, Angie, I know he was on Saturday, Wednesday night. So, and I'll put his name back on there. Wasn't this person on Wednesday night, Angie? And what I'm asking that for is we usually do not do readings in the same week because hey, even 2 weeks ago, I don't feel the energy has changed around you. Remember, we can't tap into somebody else who has nothing to do with you.
I
We're
just
only
get that
tapping
they're
into you.
responding to the energy he's putting out.
Yes, exactly.
So
That's
whatever
exactly.
energy you're putting out, you need to analyze and figure out what it is and alter that.
And if you want her to have 5 nominations, just keep thinking that way, and she's going to get it.
I was talking about the work thing.
Oh, what?
He's got a question on here about work.
No, the people at work are asking the questions. Our mates and the receptionists,
I got what they were.
receptionist
He
of the
was
job.
feeling it was.
They they're suspicious of him.
Yeah, that's because he's the energy he's putting out. Why are you making them feel suspicious? Getting
Yes, I understand the question. Hi, Davy Jones. How you doing?
nothing is moving.
How is everybody doing?
What the hell?
So you have other questions, but you're trying to be incognito. In other words, be very discreet about the questions you're asking, Pedro. Can you see anything major coming up for me in the next few
I would just
weeks?
wait and see what happens. Don't sustain yourself with somebody else's life. Get yourself wrapped around your own life.
Well, he's also
Well, the hero worship thing is very,
what? You mean on Pedro?
yes.
Okay. I didn't know if you were talking about Davy Jones.
Okay. We're,
'Cause we
tell me who we're talking about.
we were talking about Pedro, and then Davy Jones says something. And can you see any major coming up for me for the next few days or
Okay, I'm
weeks?
shifting to
And
Davy.
then you're back to you. I thought you had shifted to Davy, but I wasn't sure I had.
I was still messing around with Pedro.
But are you in Davy or are you in Pedro?
I'm
You
on
have to tell me.
I'm on Davy now.
Davy. Okay. We're trying to keep up with it.
Earth to
The
Davy. Earth
person
to Davy.
is,
Come
will
in,
I
Davy.
have a boyfriend soon? Oh, okay. Got it. Healing time. Okay. We're going to go back and forth between you two, but we will say who we're talking about. Okay. Sorry about that.
So we're working on Davy, correct?
Okay. You can work on Davy. And
Pedro is in the
yes.
background
Hi, Shield Nova. Pedro is standing by for his actual question.
when we decide what that is.
No, it's right there. Let me put you up, put up his question so you can see it.
Okay, I see that.
Okay,
That's
that's his question.
it's on the radar.
Okay.
Major coming up from the next few weeks. How about a flat tire, Davy Jones? Do you drive much?
Okay. You're seeing a flat tire?
Yeah, first thing I saw.
And I'm hearing the word deflation, not
Ooh.
necessarily meaning a tire. Are you getting allergies?
No, I think it's the aftermath of the cruise.
Or is it Gizzy?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. He likes to roll around in the dirt.
Yeah. And he picks up fertilizers and other things. Okay. Oh, everybody, this is what Mr. Victor pulled for you today. Hi, Lizzie. Um, pulled a collective card strength.
Okay, is he pulling this for Davy?
Collective card
Which
for
means?
all of us.
Okay. I'm not a
Who's
tarot. I'm not a tarot person. I'm so confused.
No, when we talk about the collective,
Okay,
what does
so
that
he
mean?
means collective as
Everybody here.
okay. I'm still
Yes.
thinking about Davy and his
Yes.
flat tire.
Oh, he uses public transportation. So
Okay,
he's not worried about that.
then there is a symbolism here.
Yes.
Doesn't drive at all. Public transportation. What the heck?
And I hear the word deflation.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm just asking because it's a bigger question, but what is your zodiac, Davy? I can't remember. I know I've asked you before.
I'm not getting anything major coming up for him, but he must be anticipating something. What are you trying to maneuver that you're worried about?
Well, I know he had things going on and he was waiting. No, Pedro, they aren't. Just hold on and we'll have more information for you in just a second. And the deflation is for Davy Jones,
I'm
not
getting
you, Pedro.
status quo
Pedro,
for
hang
you,
on.
Dave. Just keep doing what you're doing, but keep your eyes on the sky, as they say. You know, always keep your head up and don't look out the rearview mirror. Keep looking ahead for the next adventure.
Virgo. Okay.
But I'm
So,
getting even keel, even ground, even. I'm not getting.
okay. So you're more than 52 days away from your birthday. So, and the reason they asked me to ask you, and when I say they, I'm talking about basically the universe because
Yeah.
I am not asking specific person. Could be your highest self, your guides, but this is what they're telling me is that deflation is coming. It's going to come 52 begin 52 days before your birthday. My 52 days started yesterday. Yes. And yeah, so I understand that. And that's why they're bringing it up to me because when I learn something, I have to pass it on. And nothing is a coincidence.
He's
So,
nervous about something, though.
yeah,
What
he's
is it?
got other things going on that he's hoping comes to
You
fruition
got some
soon.
irons in the fire that you're wondering about?
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think it's just there's no ups and downs. It's just
And I love that song. Nothing troublesome though, right?
no.
No,
It
no.
just
But deflation and the deflation is about your mood, your vibrations,
okay.
not about what's happening around you. So, what they want you to do, what their suggestion is to keep, as he was saying, keep positive and keep moving
Just
forward.
keep doing your daily stuff
Yes,
and doing what
but
you need.
not just your daily stuff, because do not fall for the status quo or complacency. Yes, you are nervous. So basically, strengthen yourself, strengthen the love, unconditional love you have for yourself. This is your time to work on you.
The nervous thing is a waste of energy.
Yeah.
First of all, what's going to be is going to be, whether you get nervous about it or not. So the best thing you can do to offset the nervous part is visualize the outcome you're after in whatever it is you're dealing with, and know it'll be the way it's supposed to be. Uh, but I'm getting a lot of anxiety. You're working yourself into a fervor, as they say. Is that the over something that may not even happen?
Right.
So
It's going to start, you're going to,
you know that mood thing is a choice. Do you want it to be worse? Or do you
yeah.
want it to be better?
Do you want to be wise or wounded? Again, you can calculate when that day begins and start building yourself up before that day happens, so that when the 52 days begin, that this is the current energy, not the energy that's going to be at that time. So if you're building yourself up right now and really truly embracing that infinite, pure, perfect, unconditional love for yourself and the creator, I mean, that's what you're made of. So yeah. So when you do that and you're building between now and the 52 days, when the 52 days come, instead of deflating, you're going to inflate, not your ego. I want me to make sure that you know that you're not going to be inflating your ego, you're going to be ascending. So that's a big deal. I want to be prepared if there's something happening.
Nothing's going to fix you but you.
Right. You've got it. Do you want? Pull your energy back. I believe
And
that
I would
is.
just tell a story. I came home, I
Oh.
got home Sunday on that cruise. Monday,
Mhm.
I was depressed, going from la la land to real back to reality. And by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'd had enough. So I put on some rocking music, for lack of better words, and just kept it playing to get my vibrations up and for Monday night. And
Yeah.
what I'm getting at is
So
I
you were back on Monday night?
got back Sunday and I was
I
here.
thought you were coming back Wednesday. You told me 10 days and you left on a
Oh, she had her
Saturday.
numbers wrong. It was 8 days. I counted.
I
It
would
was,
I would have come to Monday, but I'm going, he's not gonna be
oh,
there. Why bother?
no, I was,
Oh, that was the first of the month.
yes, it
Oh,
was,
that's why
you
I
didn't
didn't.
miss anything. We did the light thing.
Okay. This is what Kevin is talking about. I revoke access to all entities and their strings that cause harm to me. I rebuke all energies that keep me from my blessings. May my guides remove any spells cast against me, block any ill intentions coming for me, and protect me fiercely. No spell shall prosper against me. I recall my energy. I reclaim my power. I rejuvenate my magic. None of their fear, projections, or energy can live within me. Their prayers against me fall upon deaf ears. May the divine hold and protect me, remove all ill will that is shackled to my spirit, and set me free. As I will, so mote it be. I think that's what you were asking about, Kevin.
Kevin or
So
Davy?
Kevin asked for Davy. Okay. So it's 15th through the 17th of July. That's when you're 52 days before your birthday. Okay. Did you figure out when that flat tire meant deflation? Isn't that would deflated, right?
Yeah, if you're, well, I want to go with this anxiety. I'm picking this up like crazy. Like he's,
I think he's got more anxiety since we've been talking.
sorry.
Deflation. Okay.
No, if he's not using public transportation, but if he's got himself all worked up with all this pressure of anxiety and frustration or nervous, whatever's going
And
on,
depression,
and you're
everything.
saying, ah, okay, I'm going to let this go and relax as a,
Oh, deflation could,
that's where I'm
yes, it
going.
could be a positive thing. He's
Once
letting
you
let it go.
get the picture of what we're saying here, don't worry about this stuff. If it isn't worth, 100 years from now, it's not going to matter.
Yeah,
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. And that's easy for me to say because I've been there. And but I tell you,
we are.
it's a lot more fun on the other side. And you go, oh, I don't care. Whatever
Yeah.
happens, happens.
And that's what we're Kevin and I are telling you, and all of us are telling you, is protect your energy, Davy. Don't give anything out unless you get it back. But remember, you don't want other people's energy, but call back your power, your energy, and your magic to you.
You just want to be the best you can be.
Yeah. But start loving yourself more. You've you've worked a whole lot this last year. And we've seen the changes. We feel your energy change. So don't worry about your mood being changed because again, you can change your mood whenever you feel like it.
Do you like to garden, Davy? I'm seeing you outside gardening, flowering, doing something with plants.
Planting seeds.
Anyway, that's where you should be putting your energy. I see you in that environment. It's relaxing to you. Do something. Make things grow.
Yeah.
Take two aspirin and call us in the morning.
Dragon's blood. And dragon's blood along with sage helps too. Yes. Yep, it's that. Okay. Okay. So let it all go. Let it all go. But build yourself up and be ready for it. Oh, it's the exact date. Something happened 2 years ago. Oh, you mean the
Don't,
52 days is the exact date?
well, don't live in the past.
Yeah. Well, anniversaries of things
If you
can
need to
be
go there.
just remember no regrets, no resentment, just lessons learned. And I tell myself that all the time, and it really does help. Hello, goddess. Hello, Miss Shauna. No, but that sounds fun for a change. Yes. And yes, I'll let that inner child be creative. No, I don't know what you mean by um what no you mean. Let the past go. Yes, definitely let the past go. But again, my father's birthday just passed, his actual birthday, and his heavenly birthday is coming up. And we will rejoice in both of those, but we're not looking at it negatively. Okay. And I'm just using that as an instance because it just passed. Um, anyway, so whatever happened 2 years ago that was significant for you, just it's done, it's over, and I learned the lessons and we move forward.
So go. Report back in 52 days.
Well, you can tell us how you're doing next week. We'd love to hear how you're doing. Like I said, you've come a long way. So, okay, back to Pedro. That's just the easiest name I have for you, Pedro.
Yeah, we'll call him Pedro.
Okay, I know you had it. He was asking about a boyfriend, love life,
You're
time for
saying you
healing.
don't want that right now.
He's asking, is it time for healing? And
Yeah,
that's the
apparently,
answer.
because I heard,
Yeah,
as soon as Julie spit out the question, I heard you don't want that right now.
the boyfriend.
No, put
Yeah.
that on the back burner.
And
He'll find you when you're ready.
you know our words for Davy should have resonated with you as well. It's a time of healing. It's a time for you to build yourself.
You don't know who you are,
Yeah.
which is a theme we all have to deal with. Who are you? And you've had some beliefs hammered at you in terms of who others thought you should be, but you don't know who you are. You got to claim your own space.
Yeah. Davy, my cat gives an hello. That's good. Yes, we've got cats on this side, cats on that in Sweden, cats all over the place.
They have cats in Sweden?
Yes, he has two. Casper, what's the other one's name? I always forget. I remember Casper's name. And yes, Shilnova, you are added. Pamela Ramage. How are things with you, Pamela? Pamela Ramage.
Are we done with Pedro?
Um, we were asking about him, the healing. So
Well, the boyfriend thing, that's on the
yeah,
back
don't
burner.
forget it. But it's the healing part. I'm telling him that he needs to build himself. Is there anything else for healing that he needs to hear from you?
They just said it again. He doesn't understand who he is.
Yeah.
And it's a how do I say this?
Oh,
It's a soul searching thing.
so
Who do you want to be 5 years from now?
ah,
And who were you 5 years ago? And where are you in between? I know what it is. You spend a lot of time, I think, focusing on other people and who they are. And you're not pointing the finger back at yourself, saying, "Well, I'm this way. I believe this. This is what works for me." And I would let other people be who they are, whether it's something that you align with or not. But that's their situation. Focus on you more than other people.
Yeah.
That's what I keep getting,
And
and we're all guilty of that.
right. And I think you're looking for somebody to complete you. It can't happen.
Ah,
You're the only one who can complete yourself.
I, on
What?
that note,
Yes.
where was the movie? Was it? God, I can't think of his name. The actor where that line came from. Uh, you had me at hello.
Oh, yeah.
But I just saw a clip somebody put on Instagram last night. Uh, and he said, "You complete me" at the end of the reunite.
Oh, yeah.
You complete me. That's a fallacy.
Yeah.
It's a nice movie line.
Yeah. And it's light, meat, cute, and all that stuff. But yeah, it's not reality. We had someone um, in our community that was saying, "Oh, when you get find the right person, you feel completed and all that." And um, another more wise person said, "No one completes me. I complete myself."
Yeah. Sometimes that other person is a catalyst that allows you to realize who you are.
And it's not always a positive person or a positive verbiage, words out of their mouth that are the catalyst. It can be a negative catalyst
And you
that
stand back and go, "Wait a minute."
they say that you're not worthy. I mean, there's so many things popping up as far as what men say to women that is actually passive aggressive or very narcissistic. But I mean, another word is backhanded compliment when it isn't a compliment. It's a slap in the face. Um, that they use these verbiages, and then a lot of the times the women accept it, but then they get to a point where it's like, I've had enough. So then you learn to do boundaries, and that's what you haven't done with anybody else. You let them walk all over you, Pedro. You allow it. And, oh, he did this to me. Nobody did this to
It's
you.
all choices. It's all your choice to react or not react.
Yeah. And we're not getting after you. We've been through all of that too.
That's why we're so smart.
Well, it's just
I know this.
please take our word for what we've been through and understand that it happens to everybody. And it's just a lesson we need to learn. If I can ask. Yes, you can ask anything, Kurti.
You
Wow,
know,
that's such a
uh,
powerful statement. I can myself.
yeah,
Yes.
you got to realize the cavalry is not coming. Nobody's coming to save you.
You,
The Indians are in full control.
is that what they just came to you
Yeah,
with?
well, I was thinking how that in the old movies it was always the cavalry came to save the day, but I thought, wait a minute, what about the Indians? They think they were here first. I think about
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And they were, I'm sorry,
Nobody ever came to
when you
save
talk about
them.
wounded knee, uh, and if you know the true story, it was the indigenous people that were triumphant and also righteous in their behavior.
So nobody's
So
coming to save you, but you're working on it. I know you're right in the middle of extreme success.
yes,
So don't give up on yourself there, sir.
yeah.
There's Jess. Now I feel complete. She has arrived.
She came in on Wednesday
Did you?
too. A lot of people came on Wednesday on my first day of the new program. That was just a preview. I have 4 interviews lined up. Yes, we will do. Some of us will do healing, um, do readings. So yes, we've got a lot of things going on over the next 4 weeks, and I will be posting that shortly. Facebook, YouTube, hopefully TikTok and all, and I will get commercials out each time. I get the information to share from my guests. So,
Okay, now that
okay.
Jess is here, we can continue the show. I I don't feel right until she gets here.
Yeah. And okay, let me go back to the list. And Kurti, you came in pretty early, and I know you're just star seeds. Um, if you have somebody who wants to talk about star seeds
Is
in
this
a
Ab
very
High? Ab High? Is that who we're working on?
Kurti, this
I'm
is
looking at
Kurt.
eight.
I know what it says,
Okay.
but I'm telling you, her name is Kurti.
Curti, C-U-R-T.
K-I-R-T-I.
Okay.
Kurti. Trust me.
What is your question? I always trust you.
I also have
I
questions.
worship the ground you walk on.
I want to know any messages. There she is. Is it the right time to start? Because I have tried starting it a lot of times before somehow I'm not able to continue.
Self-sabotage.
No, not necessarily. And I hate to. This is what I'm
That's
getting.
fine.
It's culture. It is family
Oh,
has to come first.
so she's.
She puts that aside to take care of everybody else.
Oh,
You understand
we
that
got to
sort of thing?
stop this stuff.
I know, but how many times have you had to put things aside for other people?
Well, that's just dumb decisions. Oh my.
Not their done decisions.
No, it was not.
Sometimes,
Yeah,
sometimes I mean it's the
it was too much
family
endorphins
member.
running, I think, is what it
Oh
was.
well, I'm not talking about your
Oh,
love
okay.
life. I'm talking. Let's say family. If there
Okay.
was something you did for a family,
Oh,
quasi family
I've
member,
been there, done that.
okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Is she's more apt to do
Well,
for
this goes
others?
back to what we were talking about before.
Yeah,
Okay, are you worrying about yourself? Or are you worrying about everybody else first? You got to put yourself out there because without you, the party's over.
yeah. They wouldn't be them without
But
you right now.
so who is it you're trying to please?
Everyone but herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't decided to,
And
what are they saying? You know, you haven't decided to bless your own presence. Those aren't my words.
I'm feeling continue to I mean they're saying restart with a slower approach.
Okay, then you're on track. That's good. Then we're right on target. We're just
Yeah.
okay. We're nudging you some more.
But slowly do it where the momentum will be organic and flow downhill at the at divine timing. That's what they're saying. I was going to say at the right rate. Now they're saying that. Yeah. Yes, and I know you've been really working on the loving yourself, Kurti.
And that's to be congratulated if
Yes.
you're aware of it. So apparently we're just nudging you to continue doing what you're doing. And they're saying, I just heard set boundaries, which is tough for a lot of us, and know that you're doing a lot of good, they're saying. So, but do it respectfully in reference to your own honor. Don't deplete your, what would I say, your sanctity for the sake of somebody else who won't appreciate it and won't pay back and leave you in the dust kind of thing. Expectations. So
Mm.
you're don't if you're going to help somebody, don't do it with a lot of expectations, as in congratulatory adulation,
No.
all the stuff that comes with that.
Unconditional.
If they're saying if your heart calls for it, do it. Otherwise, let everybody figure it out. You don't have, oh, they're loading you up. They're saying you don't have to be everybody's savior, but it sounds like you're waking up to that.
Yeah. And I'm hearing
So good for you.
to again restart, but do it slow. Make sure your foundation. So paperwork, anything legal stuff you have to do first. Make sure that's all in a row and that you have a strong foundation as you continue moving forward.
I'll leave that saboteur at the front. Good one, Victor.
Yeah.
Saboteur. I like that word. Saboteur.
I know. There's a there's a book that I love reading, and there's supposed to be a second, third, and fourth, but it's been over 10 years since he's written the first one. So I don't know when we gonna get the rest of them, but one of the things says saboteur. I love that word.
Yeah,
Almost like you said.
I like the way it rolls off my
Yeah,
tongue.
and
Saboteur.
and then one of his friends asked, or he asked his friend, um, what what language is that? And his friend answers, yours, you dummy. It means you like to sabotage things. Yes, I love sabotaging. So yeah. So yeah. Don't be the saboteur. Just leave those people at your front door, like Victor said. But oh, they're popping that in my head again. Bless and release what does not bring me peace.
Mm.
I bless and release what impedes my peace. Sorry, we've changed it to be positive. And here now, I bless and release what impedes my peace. And that is very, very strong and helpful. I
Curdy,
say
you
it
got
again.
this.
Yes, and you're making progress each and every time you work on it. Okay. As RuPaul was
Yeah,
saying, charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. And if you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else?
I get
Oops,
it.
sorry.
I get it.
Oh, sorry. There he goes. Hi, Matt Woods. Wood. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. Yes, you can. I'll put you on the list. Okay. I hope that helps, Kurti. And you did see I put her name up,
I
so
said,
you
no,
did.
it's good.
Okay. So you did see
Good,
it.
good.
All right. And Nova, did you have a question, my dear? I got Nova, Lizzie, Pamela
What's
Ramage,
Shield Nova's real name, or do we
Castora.
know?
No, I don't know. Yeah, Nova if you want to give us your real name. And then yeah. Okay. Gastore.
Yes, you are, my dear. Yes, you are. You are doing good.
Yes. You're
And
progressing and your light is shining more and more
that's where
too.
I was going. I could feel that. You're lighting up and you're really tickled with yourself. That's great. General, please.
My thought is, which general are you looking for? Just kidding.
I went there too.
You did
Just so
too.
uh, but you're waving. They're showing me a picture of you. You've got a big candle in one hand. It's like a big signal. I'm hearing the word signal flare. Who are you getting ready? Who is it you want to get attention from?
Is it attention or is it cry for help?
I maybe go with that one.
Cry for help?
Yeah, whatever it is, it's something that would put out a big light. Once
Who?
she,
Jimmy.
oh, that was fast.
Wow, she's
Okay, who's
but you have a cry for help. You're you are attempting to get Jimmy's attention, but
in with enthusiasm?
with enthusiasm, but you're also putting a cry for help out. So it's almost like a dual flame.
You're because the energy on her face as she's doing this signal thing is one of tense, not. I'm hearing the word desperation.
Oh, for Jimmy, it's desperation.
I bet.
And I think
Is this
her highest self and her guides want,
Jimmy is not good for you.
no, I'm not feeling either. Yeah, we did. We went back to yours, Pedro, but I had to do important things. Yeah, I can't remember
I'm
what
hearing
his were. Hold on.
lackluster. I'm hearing not beneficial. I'm hearing he's not who you think he is.
Very toxic. Very toxic.
Oh, very
Narcissist. No.
very self-centered.
Yeah. He's self-centered. He wants to take, 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 and you're given and given and given. And it's not just your energy he's vampiring, you know, vampiric about.
I just heard self-indulgent. That's not my word.
No, he doesn't use it. But he's once he gets past your energy, whatever love you put out, all that, he's going to start working on what they say is your, uh, what, I know Tina says it all the time, he's going to drain your energy and, your life force.
Oh,
So be very careful.
he's.
Ugh.
I show him looking in another direction, not for her, but act. He's acting like but his goal is on something else. Just might run.
Yeah. You need to take care of you,
This isn't healthy,
Shield.
kiddo.
No,
You're
he's
working
not
too
healthy.
hard to get something that's not there.
That is not right for you. You're better than this. I'm not saying that he's bad. He's just not right for you. That's all.
They keep saying she's misreading the signals.
Oh, okay.
I'm not beating you up because we've all done that, but
Yeah.
I'm just telling you to look. Oh, yep. Look deeper and put the signal flare down and take a step back.
You can keep the healing light up, but take a step back from the signal flare to
It's
dim it.
coming. Something's going to happen in the next few days. You're going to see him in a new light, I think, my dear. So just keep your eyes open.
Eyes and ears open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Observe.
there's something that's going to portray itself, and you're going to wait a minute and be okay with it. Don't be disheveled.
Yeah. Be prepared.
We're just giving you the weather warning.
Yeah.
The storm's coming.
But the calmness is coming after that. It'll be a storm, but the light afterwards is just going to be so peaceful, calming, and oh
They're
wow.
saying it again. Be yourself, take a step backwards,
Yeah.
then you're on solid ground. And this is what's that song? I'm glad you're the one that got away.
Yes, yes. Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song for it. And I'm seeing you standing when he said, "Take a step back on solid ground." You've left the beach,
That's where I saw
and
her
oh,
on
you
the
saw it
beach.
too,
Yeah.
and went up to solid rock,
Get
and I'm
out.
talking solid rock.
That's exactly what I saw. That's cool.
And he's standing closer to the water. He's going to be swept away. Not in a bad way. I mean, he's not going to die or anything like that. He's just going to be swept
The
away.
beach will be cleaner.
The, the beach is going to be cleansed with a nice wave,
Yeah.
but it won't reach to you. You might get the spray from it, cleansing spray, cleansing mist.
So
They corrected me.
they're saying celebrate the moment of departure. Oh my gosh, they're flooding me with you today.
Unconditional love for that person. Though he might have taken from you, have unconditional love. I know how that feels. No resentment, no regrets. Just thank you for the lessons learned.
Yeah, you'll be far better off for all of this.
And you'll be working on your
We got
heart
her
chakra for you.
we got her wheels spinning.
Yeah.
She's good.
I
Oh, be happy.
I know over the last 3 years that we've been doing that I've been doing these lives that 2.5 years that you have gone through a lot of waves. Well, this wave is going to be very helpful for you. So enjoy the beauty that it brings you.
Who do we got next?
Oh boy. Let's see. Oops. The tide will rise and you will be, what is he saying?
Yeah.
Can you read that for me while I'm
The
looking?
tide will rise and you will be on solid ground. All the debris will be swept to the sea.
Ooh, I like the breeze
Yeah.
swept to the sea.
Good one, Kevin.
We're going to start writing songs, people. I'm just saying. Anyway, Lizzie, are you still here? Did you want a reading? If so, what kind of reading? Pamela, your neck after Lizzie, Pamela, Castore, and please forgive me if I'm saying it incorrectly because I love um, accents and just having fun with it. And then after that, Jess, did you need anything today? Oh, Matt Cherry, yes, you've been here for a while. Did you want a reading? I had put you down too, but I
Jess needs
asked
a hug.
before. Just needs a, oh wow, she needs a collective hug. So everybody send hugs to Miss Jess, please.
She's still in disillusionment land.
Oh, it's okay. She's good.
Yeah, she's good.
There's not a stronger spirit around us or soul around us. Okay, and after Jess would be Matt and Vladimir. I love that name.
Vladimir, let's go through with
Vladimir.
saboteur.
Yes, it does. Well, different languages, but
Yeah,
yeah,
Vladimir,
different
saboteur.
locations, but
Moves your tongue a different way.
yes, it does. So, Mac Cherry, did you have a question? Please put your questions down. Bear hug to Jess. And I'm hearing a bunny hug too. Something about a bunny you need. You need to hug a bunny. So if your children have some stuffed bunnies, that sounds great. Oh, hi Letty. Letty was in on Wednesday too. And if you guys want to be a part of the interview or the show on Wednesdays, please let me know. Email me at loverightwarriors@gmail.com. Love to have everyone. Um, Saboteur.
I'm,
He likes how you say it.
I see that, yes.
So say it again.
Saboteur.
So since you like to say that word, what is the first word you would put before you have a for sabot to being a saboteur?
I was thinking, well, of course, that goes with self-saboteur.
Well, no, I was thinking of the other word you love to say.
Oh, proclivity?
You have a proclivity to be a
A
saboteur.
saboteur. Ooh, there. We got them all in there in one sentence.
I got bunnies living in my yard. If you want, okay.
You need
Matt
a
Cherry does
coyote.
want a general reading. Now we were done with Pedro.
Yes,
Yes, we came back and
Pedro
we
has to
talked.
wait for the award show because we can't have
Yes,
him
but
in.
it's the healing that you got to work with. Okay. We went all through what you need to do, so please read it again. I couldn't, yeah,
No,
we
he
went,
has to figure out who he is. He
yeah.
doesn't know.
Okay.
He thinks he should be this way, but that's not really who he is,
No.
or that way. So there's a contrast going on.
And I would like to mention, um, what is it? Magic of Awareness. It is a book, an audiobook that I'm listening to. It has helped quite a bit. It's opening my heart, mind, and soul to everyone. Ah, Katira. Hello, welcome in. Okay, Matt Cherry. Matt Cherry.
Oh, we are working on it. Okay.
Yes, I put that up also. What do we want? What you got for Matt Cherry?
I see him marching. If you see these old World War II movies where the troops are marching, but you're on the outside ranks, it's like if you ever seen a kid trying to march with adults,
Yeah,
trying to mimic an adult marching, but they're saying marching to the beat of a different tune. You're out of step with everything else that's going on. Why are you out of step? Because it's not your march. You're trying to
okay.
match up with something that is not benefiting you, or you're trying to align yourself. That would be more accurate. Aligning. What are you trying to align yourself with? Who do you think you should be connecting with that is not really your gig? Something?
Something or someone.
Yeah. I want to go, it's human. It's something,
Someone.
it's either philosophy he's been hammered with or something he thinks to
Um,
measure up to, or he, it's like when I was in school, I thought the only way I would be a success was to go to college, do what my dad did, that kind of a thing, which has not turned out to be anything at all like that. But you have a concept in your head of what things should be, and it's uncomfortable. It's not working out well. It's, oh, you're not letting the forces guide. You're fighting, you're resisting the turns in the road. So I've been there. I've had energy push me one way, and I know I don't want to do this. Or the other, it happens. Or you just go with the flow. Okay, this isn't working, and see where life takes you. But okay, the yes, I guess, is in reference to.
What you were saying.
So you got two options: keep doing what you're doing and be miserable with it, or look for some other outcomes. You
What
always have options. But I'm assuming this is going to be a work thing. It could be a relative thing, a social thing.
cultural thing?
Yeah, cultural thing.
Familiar? Family thing, or is it more culture? I'm feeling more larger family, so it's closer to culture. That's how I'm feeling.
Well, he's been impregnated with a particular process that he's been told should be. And guess what?
It isn't for you.
And it's okay to take a step back and claim your own space. I Perfect story. When I was in young in the airlines, I was taking training as a flight attendant. There was a girl in there that she loved. We had a 6 week training. Anytime we were together eating lunch, whatever, all she talked about was teeth because she wanted to be a dental hygienist.
Oh,
The only reason she was in the class was because her parents wanted her to be a flight attendant.
so they get the
I looked at
benefits.
her and I said, "What are you doing here? All you're doing is talking about teeth." She was gone the next day. And so what I'm getting at is if your parents want you to be a flight attendant and you don't want to be, and you want to be a dental hygienist, go do the dental hygienist thing. Her parents didn't hunt me down, but I'm sure I had some influence on her.
Oh, that's good though. That's a
Yeah.
good influence. When you were talking about marching and all that, there's a movie that came up.
Bridge over the River Kwai.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a scary movie. That's a moving movie if you watch that thing.
yeah. Bridge over the River Kwai, and there's music from it. And
Everybody had an agenda in that thing.
yeah, and there's a bunch of whistling and everybody's marching. We've used that for a um, a conference, and as we were bringing in the baked Alaska, baked Alaskan, um, they were doing the music from the River
Hmm.
Kwai. A bunch of whistling and walking in. I can't whistle to keep up with them, so anyway, try
So, so,
watching that.
so Mac, it's okay to be who you are.
Yes,
Just say,
but find out who you really want to
yeah.
be. Discover, create who you really want to be.
You
That's the
test the
word.
water. Something doesn't feel good or doesn't go right. Okay, this isn't the place, but at least you tried. You don't know till you try. It's like going to the buffet. You don't like all the food that's on there that you put on your plate. Okay, I'm not doing this again.
And yeah, if something looks beautiful, you try it and it's like not what it looks like. Okay, so let's go to the next until you find the right one, right thing for you. But as he alluded to earlier, keep doing the same thing and you expect different results. Remember, that's not going to happen. So change it up. And all of a sudden, I'm seeing you juggling.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, so
You're allowed to put salt on your food if you want.
where'd you get that? Where'd you get that from? The salt. Okay. Scott, when you went to the brothel, did you see the female ghost?
We didn't go in, we just walked by, and I got the whole story from a person I know here locally yesterday.
Was that Wendy? The
No,
other
it
Wendy?
got from a
Okay.
networking group,
Okay.
but I didn't know there was a female ghost. I would have liked to have met her. But they talked about the conditions that went on, ew,
Yeah.
in the
That
day.
only men saw, I think, in one of the. Oh, ghost that only men saw in one of the Alaskan cities. Okay. All right. Well, we hope that helps you, Mac Cherry. Be you. Oh, did you get? Okay, where is Mac Cherry on here? Okay. Anybody else? We've got Lizzie, Pamela, Castore, Jess, Matt, and I know Vladimir, you've got a question up already, so we'll get to that in a minute. If nobody else pops in, then we'll go right to Vladimir.
Vladimir.
As long as you're not Vlad the Impaler, we're good. Just like, I don't like that history stuff. That part. This is what I got. Insight. He would like some insight.
Of course he would.
Oh, anything on the career is appreciated. Not yet. You don't know who you are. You don't, yeah.
That's a void. I see nothing along those lines right now.
That's what we talked about earlier. It's not the time for that, Mac Cherry. It's not the time. It's about you right now. Healing, preparing.
Yeah, that's a big blank space.
Oh, it's your gap time. God's area
Oh,
preparation. It's your gap time. And we've been talking to a lot of people today. It's your gap time. So there's time.
well, Vladimir, I'm tuning in on you. What do you want? Job? It was.
He says career, about his career. Anything about career.
You are in a void. You don't know whether to go right or whether to go left or whether to go straight. I'm hearing the words uninstructed. That doesn't make sense. Uninstructed. You're drifting. You want to move somewhere, but you don't know which direction. They're saying, I don't know how well you tune into yourself. There's that mental conversation you can have with the unknown as opposed to having your mental conversations with yourself. They're saying you have not found that blank spot, or I would call it the sitting room. Inspiration is trying to get to you, but you're not hearing it. Get that go and get stuck in your past. You don't know what you are or why. Okay, that I agree with Victor. That feels right. The So first thing I would tell you is, and you could all try this. I've played with it. Just close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths and relax and just put out the words to the universe. What would you have me know now? What would you have me understand now? And just be quiet and see what words come back. I'm hearing, Vladimir, that there is a direction waiting for you to find it, but you've been looking in the wrong places. Okay, where are the right places, wrong places? I've heard this applied to myself and it frustrates me, but I will say it. Part of you knows what to do, but the other part of you is not tuning into that. I think where you're supposed to go would take I want to say a major step, major move, major decision to turn another direction. And you're uncomfortable. Oh, of course you would be. You're worried. It's the change is uncomfortable to you to have to go the way. I think you know which way to go, but it's a big step. I talked to a guy in my business group the other day, and he was talking about closing mortgages, which is what he does. He said people get all excited, they buy this house, they go out, they apply for the loan, and it comes right down to signing the papers, and they get scared and they panic and they back away.
Mm-hmm.
And he says he sees it all the time. And I said, really? And you've gone through all of that. It's that fear of, this is really happening. And they don't know how to deal with it, or I don't know whether it's overwhelming or something like that, but he's holding himself back out of either lack of confidence. I'd say dive in, just see what happens. What's the worst thing that can happen?
And in tarot, that would be the Fool's card. Take a leap of faith.
Leap of faith. I like that. I've done that more than once.
And I wanted to pull this up because we talk about what you can do to heal yourself. I was on the Dreamwork podcast with Umber and Carrie, and this is her suggestion to prepare to really look into your dreams. This week, set the intention every night to remember your dreams. Come up with an intention for your dreams. It could be as broad or specific as you like. Example, Spirit, what is the most important thing I am healing right now? Or what is the next step of my journey? When you get a dream, remember, text or uh, you can text yourself, you can journal it, or you can video just the audio. Use your videotape to record your voice so that you keep track of it. If no dreams come up, that is okay because it will change what you're doing will change your vibrations, and eventually you will be able to get more clear dreams.
So what he's doing, he's standing at the buffet table thinking about what he wants to eat.
He's overthinking. Yeah.
Yes, but he's not going to he's not picking anything up off the buffet to see what it's like.
Right, not to sample it.
He's
Right.
frozen at the end of the line. I don't want to go over to the buffet. I'm afraid to pick something. It might not be right, but what if it is? You know, you're in that syndrome.
Yeah, you're you're doing that, and I hate to say it, but I don't mind cussing a little bit, I guess. Damn if I do, damn if I don't. Well, you got to make a decision. And the other thing is take a shit or get off the pot. I mean, you can't be just sitting there expecting something to happen when you're not willing to do the work.
Life is experience, and based on experiences, that equals growth in some capacity. If you're just frozen and not taking the chance of the experience, then the growth can't come and the opportunities don't shift, blah, 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 blah. You get what we're talking about.
And I get the death and rebirth for the devil card and the tower card. Now, to me, the devil also represents addiction. And what I don't mean that in a negative way. What I mean is you're addicted to standing there at the buffet and just not doing anything about it, not taking the samples, not doing anything. You're stagnant. So that can be an addiction, whether you believe it or not.
I
Stagnation
hadn't
is
thought
a
of that as
choice.
unless it's a fear. What?
Fear is preventing, but fear is preventing you from either way,
Yeah,
from doing anything. I mean, in the morning, do you get out of bed or do you lay in bed all day?
some people do that.
I know, but
You said not
do
even
you
utensil.
not even the utensil? Yeah, you're not even picking up the utensil.
Come on, dude. So
I love it, but you've got this. But you've got to make the decision.
you've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
What's What's the worst thing that
And
happens?
one thing about the tower. Okay, great, Matt. Sounds good. One thing about the tower card, the change is going to happen whether you want it to or not.
You will get pushed, my friend.
That's the universe. And another way we talk about
Yes.
it is a 2x4.
Analysis paralysis. You got it, dude.
Yes, yes,
We're just echoing what you already know.
yeah. So don't overanalyze. Jump. Take the leap of faith. Forget the death card and choose the fool.
You're at the end of that diving board and you're afraid to hit the water. To jump off that board, man, and see what happens.
You're at the beginning of your new life. Choose death and rebuild. Okay.
Take 2 aspirin and call us in the morning.
Okay. So we've got Matt is next. So what exactly did you want as far as your question, Matt?
So what if you make a wrong decision? That'll just give you information you didn't have before.
I'm sorry, this is too simple. Universe pushing you into your excuse words.
Is that from Victor?
That's what
I like that one.
I love your play on English there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could have done that in Swedish, but yeah, it definitely works in English. Your new life, wake up. Yeah. General message. Okay. We had like
You have our permission to try something new.
you've got to give yourself the permission to try
But
something
you know
new.
what? There's no right or wrong. That's
No,
where he's hung up.
yeah,
You're hung up on right or wrong. There,
left or right,
there's
right,
only
wrong.
experience,
Yeah.
and you don't beat yourself up for wrong. There is no right or wrong. And Kevin was on the same wavelength just as I was saying it. Yeah, perfect. You got it. I must have been reading your mind, Kevin. Okay, who are we doing now?
Matt,
No wrong decision.
general.
I like his. I had never thought about just lessons. No right or wrong, just lessons.
Yeah.
That's my cat sits here grooming himself. Um,
You must not have cuddled with him since
no,
you've
he
been
was
back.
ever. He's been.
Yes, you are you. Matt says, me, general message. Yeah. We all sign up for what comes. Yes. Okay. I don't know about our bodies, but we sign up for yes, Matt, general.
I've been trying
Okay.
to talk to my body about that. Like, what Matt Wood? Oh, just
General.
general.
I don't know which one.
Matt Wood. Matt Wood. Matt Wood. Matt Wood. Matt Wood. I'm seeing a forest. You can't see the forest for the trees, my friend. The answer's right in front of you.
Yes.
I see the tree line. I see the.
I'm seeing the horizon above the
Yeah,
tree line. That's a lot. That's beauty.
but he's using the trees as an excuse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you want to go into the forest?
He wants to leap over the forest.
He doesn't want to deal with what's between here and there.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
He wants it like now. Are you one of those millennials entitled, got to have everything now?
Be nice. And I'm seeing it's being told it's not the Red Sea and you are not able to part it.
Not yet, anyway.
Well, no, they want the lessons to be learned going through the forest. There's so
Oh,
much to
that makes
see,
perfect sense. Yes.
so much to see. I mean, you can't even imagine the creatures, the flora, the fauna, the all of this stuff between here and there. And if you leaped over or flew over all this, just think of that part of your journey you'd be missing.
No shortcuts is what
No
they're saying.
shortcuts. No
And
shortcuts.
on your note, if you got what you wanted right now and didn't have the background leading up to it, it would be an empty uh, arrival.
I'm with you. But I know that it has to do with what I put in my body because I've been off grains and stuff, and then I tried amaranth chips. No, very bloated afterwards. Anyway, we won't get into all it.
So on that note,
So, what else does he need to know other than
well, have you identified what it is you're trying to get to, and you don't want to go through the effort of getting there? For instance, I have a kid I'm trying to train plumbing. He has absolutely no common sense or background about plumbing. And I'm going, OMG,
or handling tools?
or handling tools, any of this stuff. And I'm thinking, do I really want to hang in here with him? But I can't make him a plumber tomorrow instantly because there's so much stuff he's got to know to become that thing. So you don't want to cut yourself out of the experience, Matt. That's
Yeah.
that's where the ride is in the journey.
Yeah,
And
it's all about the journey, not
and
the
you know what?
destination.
When you get to the end, you go, okay, now what do I want to do? My mother did that with a swimming pool. Wanted a swimming pool her whole life. Her whole life. We get to Southern California, they get the pool put in, and in a month she was bored with it. And she realized this. I remember her telling me, she said, I thought I'd be happy forever. So no, just next thing.
He's not sure where he's going. Of course not.
No,
Not supposed to.
you take the next step that you know to take. Are you going to go left today or right? It doesn't matter.
And a few minutes ago, one step in front of the other, and the song just popped in my head. And I'm thinking from Bum No Snowman or something like that. but put one foot in front of the other. That's the only way you're going to get through anything.
It doesn't matter where you're going.
No, it's the journey.
Just start in the direction.
Yep.
It's like when you go to the buffet, you don't know what you're going to eat.
Things will work out the way that they're supposed to work out
Every time.
every time. And I'm saying an affirmation I love that I created, and it is I believe in divine timing. I know that everything happens for a reason. I am eternally appreciative and grateful for silver linings, synchronicities, blessings, and so much more.
It's like the guy that missed the Titanic. It got there late.
Yeah. And was so upset, but lived through it. Everybody else, yeah.
So whatever you think go with your next idea. Literally, whatever today I'm going to do this. You're going to eat sorbet today, or you're going to eat ice cream.
Or is Miss Angie shrimp and zucchini or pizza? What is?
How about shrimp and pizza? Do they put shrimp on pizza?
Yes, they do.
I'm not a shrimp person, but it's boring. There's no taste to it for me.
I like it dipped in cocktail sauce.
That's what I go for cocktail sauce.
I do like deep fried shrimp or coconut shrimp, but I don't do that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, did like it a lot.
Go, be happy.
Scampi is good.
Let us know what you find in the woods.
Yeah, it's the journey. And you've got a lot of positive things coming for you.
But he's in a good spot.
You are in a good spot, even though you don't know where you're at. And I feel that, and I know that. But you're where you are perfectly on your path.
What Kevin said. I hate it when he's a smart. Steals the show.
Even if you make the worst decision for you, for what you want, it will circle back and you will be wiser. Enjoy the journey.
It's like the ex you lost that you thought you were going to die without. And you find out later, oh my God, that was a good thing that happened.
And he's going through that. He's been going through that a while.
I'm a cheerleader now, man. I'm glad you got out of here.
Yeah, you love that song from
Yeah.
Michael Bublé. I'm glad you're the one who got away. Yes.
But do you know the other side of all this is? You can't appreciate the pleasure if you haven't experienced the pain.
Exactly. And we go through all, like we say, we go through all of this for a reason.
I haven't figured out the reason yet, but we all go through it.
And there are silver linings. And for those who don't understand that there are awards for you going through this.
Okay, what's relieving to know, Matt? I got to know what we said that was so profound.
Yes.
What did we say that we want to put it in the book? That you can't make. The big thing is you can't make a mistake. I hope that's what we said. That's relieving to know.
And you've already signed up for all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever comes your way was
You read
meant
the fine
to.
print and everything.
I know. I wish I saw, like Angie was saying, I want to reread my contract, please.
I've been there multiple times. What was I thinking? Well, I've always wondered, when you're on the other side, it's easy. Well, I'm just going to do this and do this and do this. Oh, good. Okay, that's what he liked. He liked your words. That positive things are coming up.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Best thing I never had. Yep, exactly. And even though we might have had them for a time, they're gone now. So, just saying, it's not a bad thing that they're gone. It's just a new way of life.
They didn't teach us any of this stuff in kindergarten.
I know.
I needed a new kindergarten teacher. Oh,
well, that's what they were talking about. Education. They don't teach real life.
No.
In education.
They don't teach you that there's no right or wrong and take this chance.
Yeah.
In school, it's definitely a right and definitely a wrong.
And how to meditate, how to bring in happiness.
Oh, if you did that, they'd bring in the fire and tie you to the stake and burn you. And if you tried to throw that stuff out in schools, like the schools I was in.
I love this. Oh no, Kevin, I'm not coming back. I might end up with 5 kids next time.
And they'd all be like you.
Oh, now the song Fly Me to the Moon. Oh yeah. Me to the moon. Okay. We won't get into that. And let's get rid of squirrel. By squirrel. Okay. All right. Wow.
Now who?
I hope that helps. Let's see. Who's here? Who's still here? Who wants a reading? Because we've talked about Lizzie, Pamela, Ramage, Castore, Jess. Now we have Katira in, and she has not been chatting much, so we don't know if she's still here either. We got some more people in.
No 5 little yous. I know. Isn't that the parental curse? I hope you have 5 children just like you.
Well, the parental curse that my mom bestowed on me was, I hope your children are 10 times the child you were.
That takes it in reverse.
And well, I'm just saying, it's 10 times. Anyway, I did that to my children as well. They chose not to do that on their children. But no, my boys are really great. I'm very happy about all of them. My granddaughter just graduated, my oldest granddaughter,
From high school?
high school,
Oh, really?
graduated
Oh,
from high school, 18 years
I
old.
think of her as
She'll
being
be
younger.
19 now. Not
Oh.
the one here.
Oh. Okay.
This
Yeah.
is,
The one in Missouri.
yeah, she came out here for a little while, but she's back to Missouri. She was born here. Oh no, Scott, no 5 years. Okay, littles. Okay, who else has a question? They're quiet all of a sudden. Anybody just popping in? That's fine, because all the people who've been here are not responded. Let's see. See Vladimir.
Has anybody, what was I going to ask everybody? Has anybody ever had a past life regression?
Can you do those again?
Just a gal called me the other day up. I saw that. I got 5 kids. When I was on vacation, I got exhausted watching parents being parents. There were people on that cruise with babies.
Yeah.
And I'm going, how do you enjoy that? And it was just looked like a lot of work. I've been there. That's why I could relate to it. But
Yeah. Claudine and I were talking after the show, and she goes, I don't know how my daughter-in-law does it. She has 2 kids. They started a new business, this and all those things she's naming. And I said, and do you remember?
doing the
Because
same thing.
I said, you had 5 kids and you were a single mom. And she says, yeah, but my older kids were able to help with my younger kids. I said, but with your first 2,
Yeah.
you were a single mom. And she goes, yeah. And I said, you got them everywhere they needed to
You
go.
just do it,
You just do it. You do what you got to do.
but you forget until you see somebody else doing it when
Yeah.
you're older and you go, oh my gosh, how did I do that?
Yeah.
I had a lot more energy when I was younger. I think that's the big thing.
Yeah. And my father was, um, my father and mother divorced many years, but when I had my last kid, they were in the same place. I wasn't with them at the time when they were talking, but my mom says she needs so much help. She has 3 kids under the age of 3 years old.
Yeah, that's busy time.
And he looked at her and he goes, we had 3 under the age of 2 years old. We were able to do it.
Forgot. Yeah. You forget.
But my father wasn't my husband. So my father was more of a father than my ex-husband was. So it was about the same for both my mom and myself. In other words, we got through it. And now My kids are like my best friends. They're
Good.
fantastic.
That's fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Still nobody popping up here?
Nobody, but we have a good amount of time. So what else we want to do?
Did we get through everybody? I thought there
Well,
were
there were a few people that did not put in. Oh wait, Julie,
Lizzie.
are you growing out your hair? It looks really nice from the side when you turn your head. Oh, it looks good from the side. Thanks. And it is growing out. I did get it cut
I'm growing
about
mine out too.
a month ago. Yeah, and I'm working on uh putting together some hair growth or hair shampoo.
Oh yeah?
So I'm gonna have you try it too,
Okay.
and we'll see how it works.
See if it makes any hair grow back.
Yeah, we'll see. Because mine is pretty thin. I'm just saying.
Has anybody ever had a past life regression?
Okay, we go back. Yep.
I'm just filling space here, waiting for somebody.
Yeah. Well, you've done one for me.
I've done them, but I'm just thinking because somebody called me about one the other day. It's just interesting the different places that takes you if you get into that stuff.
Ted did one for me. You've done one for me. I did a chakra activation with balance and cleansing with Tina. And when she does your back, she does that too.
Yeah. Just sort of starts. Yeah, I've heard her say that she gets working on you and the stuff just pops into her.
Yeah, yeah. I love yours too, Scott.
What?
Your hair.
Oh,
So have you done one? I mean, have you had one done on you?
though in the beginning was my mentor in the 70s would do them in his seminars. And then you could buy his tapes at the time who would take you down. You could do your own.
Hmm.
And the first thing I had a flight instructor whose father-in-law did them. That's the first one I went to.
Oh, wow.
And what came up in that was there was this woman named Angela in the vision or the journey, and I started to cry. And the pieces I put together was my grandmother's family. There was a man marrying a woman named Angela. They built a chest as a dowry present. She died before the marriage took place. I have that chest,
Oh, wow.
and
You
I
still have it?
still have it, and I tied all that together. But the first I've had was very real. Coming, I thought, what's? I didn't have a clue who Angela was, but I'm wondering if somehow, some way, I was tied to that. It's crazy what comes up. And then I learned my little house in the prairie moment. I was somewhere. I was a little girl, hungry, dirt, bare feet, shack kind of life. Remember that line in Gone with the Wind? I'm not going to be hungry anymore. She sends, Scarlet. But where I'm going at is I've had just this work ethic, workaholic thing my whole life. I'm never going to be out of money kind of thing. Just stuff like that comes up and you go, wait a minute.
Mm.
It helps you put pieces together. Past lives can be affecting you now. That's what's crazy about them. So when you go back and wait, that has nothing to do with me now. You can release that. That's the object of the therapy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Disconnect the stuff that's bothering you that has no relevance. It's like if you had a house, if you died in a house fire 3 lives ago, and now you have this obsession with the house catching on fire all the time,
Yeah. I mean, you've
that
got to
type of
get
thing.
past that. Yeah. Okay. A5 says, not sure it was a regression, but I asked my guides about my money issues and then had a dream that showed me one of my lifetimes and why lack was so strong for me in this lifetime.
Makes perfect sense. Yeah.
The next day in class, so this is Tuesday night, Lester read me and confirmed what I saw in my dream, and
Mm,
he knew nothing about my dream.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So it shows you how.
As a result, in starting thinking about money a different way, and lack mentality is diminished, money flowing like raging river per Bonnie's
Yeah.
affirmation.
So you can release so much stuff that's blocking you doing that.
I don't have the exact one because I never got it changed, but here. from a raging river. Abundance flows to me
No,
like
that's
a raging
Bonnie's
river.
affirmation.
This is Bonnie's, yeah. Just had to part of it. Yep. So yes, and removing that the lack mentality or diminishing it really does help a lot because and the affirmation I say about I believe in divine timing and I know that everything happens for a reason. That has changed so many things too. And my manifesting is getting stronger, even though they might be small things. Like Tuesday when I left the house Tuesday morning going to Claudene's, I kept saying I want to go to Sprouts afterwards and find mushrooms for 98 cents or less.
She's
I
so
told him
excited
this.
about this.
Told him this. And this was just this last Tuesday. Okay. And then it's like, okay, which Sprouts? And I saw the Sprouts in McClintock and Southern in my head. And I'm going, well, this one is closer. And they kept flashing the one in McClintock in my head. So I get there, go back to the back. There's not a whole lot of sales in the produce side or in the lettuce side. So then I go over the mushrooms and I'm reading 98 cents. Oh, great, great. And I'm going, wait a minute, 2 for 1. What? 2 packages of mushrooms for $1. And I'm seeing the regular ones. Okay. And then I look further over and they're in organic as well. 2 for 1 organic mushrooms. I got 8. And then they had oyster mushrooms for 98 cents. I got 4. So that was, yeah. And then I get to the cashier and she goes, you really like mushrooms. I said, for 2 for $1, I love mushrooms. She goes, yeah, you're going to having a lot of it. I said, I can freeze soup. I can do a whole lot of stuff with this. And I will be going home, getting myself some eggs, mushrooms. I love that. Anyway.
Okay, we got a half an hour here, guys.
Oh, your tomatoes have flowers on them. Yes. Now, a friend of mine has some new chickens, 4 of them, and they just got 3 eggs and gave to us.
How
So,
exciting. That's
yeah.
exciting when your chickens start to.
Yeah, they were showing everybody the
Look,
pictures of the egg.
they're
Look,
big.
our first egg.
Are they what color are they?
No, there's a
Oh, the green
colors.
ones? So they
Well,
get
they're not green. They're kind of the brownish.
brown color.
Yeah. So, yeah, they were good. Just little eggs right now. I mean, they're good size, but
They start out, yeah, the first few eggs they lay are like dove eggs. They look really small. Then they get bigger all of a sudden. Then they don't
yeah.
know where to lay them. They'll lay them in weird places until they realize they got a nest, and it's funny.
And how's the turkey finding place?
It depends on the day. She wants to get out and will go lay in the yard, but I keep her in the pen. She'll lay behind one of the sheds or in the coop. But if she's learning, she's flying again. She's going over the fence, and she has a secret spot up in this metal pile I've got, and she likes to duck in there. She feels protected back in these
Aw.
boxes, so I have to remember to look in there. But she's so big to try
Yeah.
to move her. I don't. She's a lot of work. So if I find her out there at night, I just leave her there. But the coyotes, I'm worried the coyote's going to get her.
Yeah. Now, if chickens can recognize 100 faces,
Oh, can they?
yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, they can recognize 100 faces. So what happens at the 101th? They probably forget that first one.
First one,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wondered how well the turkeys
Well,
remember.
she and I have a love-hate relationship. So it's
I didn't like mushrooms in the past, but one year I started craving them and I wanted them in everything. The craving has balanced out and I have mushroom coffee
hmm.
and add to the other dishes. And mushrooms do help balance you out. They're very earthy, but they really do help balance things. I don't have as much craving for sugars. I don't have any craving for sugar anymore when I have mushrooms. And you do mushroom, but you do mainly capsules and stuff.
Yeah, I've been doing lion's mane and
Like,
turkey tail.
yeah,
When my eyes land on them, I go, okay, I'm supposed to take them, and that's when my eyes land on the bottles or I go, okay, I take it as a sign, so I pop a few of them.
yeah, yeah. Try it sometime if you feel like getting some mushrooms to manifest sprouts. Because no, I'm
Yeah.
serious. When sprouts has an overabundance or receives a bunch of one thing,
Well, that's when they
they
two for
discount
one.
them. Well, I haven't seen a 2-for-1 ever. I've seen 78 cents or 98 cents, but
Must have been a
this is the
bumper
first one.
crop or something.
Yes, because they were fresh too. It wasn't like they were a couple days old.
Hmm.
They were they were ready and raring to go.
How do they do that?
I love it. So, but I suggest that to anybody who has the sprouts nearby. Everyone's go once in a while go check it. Like I said, it was a Tuesday, so they probably got in a lot more early in the week. So Monday before the
I'm seeing
before
Pamela
the
Ram.
is she back?
Yeah.
Oh, did she?
Pamela, are you here?
She was here earlier, but I haven't seen her come back. And Lizzie was here earlier.
Well, that's at 9:21.
Yeah, that was earlier. That was
Really?
over an hour ago.
Okay.
My friend is vegetarian and she does a great mushroom taco. Yes.
Mushroom taco.
Um, Claudine does lion's mane tacos. She loves it. I don't cook
Is
with lion's mane anymore because every time I did, it was very bitter to me. So I don't
that
do
where you
that.
chop them up and fry them or something?
Or yeah, saute them or fry them or whatever.
Saute
Yeah,
'em.
make them crispy if you want. It just depends on how you want it. Now, she will be having another. Claudine will be doing a
Workshop
Elevated
stuff.
by Claudine Mushroom Club on the 20th, which is the solstice of June, and she will be making chicken of the forest, chicken of the woods,
Hmm.
and she made you had it,
Yeah, I did.
and it was like chicken fried steak, but it was made out of mushrooms. And she made gravy with it and mashed potatoes.
Vegan.
All vegan. Yep. I don't, yeah, I guess it would be. I don't know if yeah, yeah, she might have used some, what does she call it? Now I can't even remember. The clarified butter, just pure butter. And all of a sudden, the name is gone out of my head, but she might have used that.
So we have nobody out there with a misspent life. Everybody's life is perfect right now.
Cool, cool.
Our work is done.
Since we have time, last night I dreamt someone stole my sister's car. We were living in my old childhood home in Michigan. My sister just got a brand new car. Ooh, we were chasing the guy who stole it, stole her car. Ooh,
I'm not a dream person. I've never figured that out.
well, what does that mean to
She's frustrated
okay.
about fear of loss.
I think she's concerned about her sister
Okay, we could go there.
because it wasn't directly for her.
Yeah, that's where, yeah. But she said we were chasing.
Yeah, they went out to chase the guy who stole her car.
Any dream interpreters out there?
Well, I know I've helped her with dream or contributed to dreams before.
We were living on, we just got a brand new car. We were chasing the guy who stole the car.
Oh, wow. Keena just got a car.
Who did?
Keena, her sister,
Oh,
got a new car 2 weeks ago. I think you're concerned. I think it's a premonition. Hey, Doc.
new blood.
So, old blood. So, have you talked to Keena about your dream? Because it definitely feels like a premonition.
Tell her
Since
to
it,
lock it.
And she's not driving to Michigan, are you? Is she?
Sure, Doc. Hang on a minute. We'll get to you.
Yeah. Because I think you guys are going back, but if she's driving, then I'd be even more concerned. But yeah. Does your mother still live in the area?
It's not a question.
All over the city, and we caught him. Yep. Roughed him up. Maybe I just need to really. Ah, and I think there's something about why Tina and the brand new car came in because you're concerned about her, the new car, and what that guy had to do with it. Something about taking advantage of her, Kina, whether it's insurance or the salesperson. I don't know, but I'm feeling. Was it? I hope it was a female salesperson. I'm just saying, but the men can be very aggressive in their sales. It's like, please, what do I to do with that? Anyway, no, we're not going to. Good. He told me, and I recognize that I dream about my childhood home because it is my safe place.
That could be.
Yes. Yeah, I know about the childhood home and being the safe place, but just to be in Michigan. Now, did you grow up in Flint? Because the home is it's secure, it's safe. The second card pulled you away from it, but you did not panic and you took care of the situation when you got to it. So everything will prevail. I love that. Okay. Oh, I like that. Just a thought.
Dome AirPods inside. Are those
Yeah,
like
I think it
GPS or something?
something. Yeah, I think if it's a new car, most likely it has GPS on it too. But some people know how to disassemble or stop it. I lived in Michigan until I was 32 and then moved here. Yeah. So what do you think of that, Miss Angie?
I'm getting nothing on that. Apparently not my area.
Yeah, but something, just something. And the other thing is key fobs. People
Oh yeah.
sit around with their phones trying to intercept or attempting to intercept signals from key fobs, from cell phones, and that sort of thing. Track with Apple products. Okay. And I know I see people all the time just sitting there with their phone. And I have, because of Mr. Scott here, I have a Faraday cage. Nobody can get to my phone or hijack anything. And I also put my credit cards in here because they're protected as well. And I see people doing that, just that, trying to um, hijack the signal. And uh, Law and Order TV, probably in the middle of your sleep. Yeah, you had Law and Order on today. I say take the precautions. But anyway, I'm seeing it happen. And I also see when I walk by these people how frustrated they are that they can't get into my phone because there's like, dang it, what's going on? And they're kind of following me around and I keep mine closed. And I'll put the only opened area down because I don't want to have them, you know, hijacking anything. They disable electronic safety features without you knowing it. Yes, that's what I thought too. Try to use the phone less. Yes. That's true too. Okay, Doc. We're going back to Doc. Okay. Doc wants to know when she'll get her new job.
I thought we talked about this before.
We do. Quite often.
Has she been
2
looking
weeks
for a
ago.
new job?
Yeah, how many
I just heard you're
interviews?
not ready yet.
How many interviews have you had from 2 weeks ago when we talked to you last to today? How many interviews? I know you had
She had to do
one.
sequential interviews or something.
Yeah, she had a interview last time. Oh, hi, Letty.
Well, I heard the word June, but we're in June. Give me some background here. Are you interviewing for a job as we speak kind of thing?
Oh, that's terrible, Cindy. I didn't realize it was that bad. Hi, Darian Ray. Yeah, you're late, but we'll see if we can fit you in. Depends on how long it takes us with.
Well, now we're at 48. We don't have much.
Yeah.
Um, I'm coming up blank on this one. I mean, I'm in. I hear the word limbo.
I gave 2 interview round, and the third interview was only 30 minutes, and the camera didn't work. So they said I was not. They said I was not focused.
Why do I see this big void in front of her? Are you currently working at a job looking for a new one, or you are out of work?
No, divine timing. We'll do our best, Darian. Yeah, the camera didn't work, so they said you were not focused. Well, that has nothing to do with their camera not working.
I got that somebody's looking for an excuse.
Yeah. You need to go back to the supervisor of the people who did that last interview and ask them again what they meant.
Well, so do you know if you're done or you're out or you're
Well, she's applying for 3 more interviews. I mean, 3 more
more
job internally. Yeah.
where I am
I work for Johnson and Johnson looking to change.
Just keep those applications going, and they're saying the right one will come along. It's like we were talking before to another, don't hold back. Just keep throwing out okay, well, then there's a reason for that. Don't worry about it. Well, it's maybe you're getting, you're tweaking your personality, Letty. That's what this is all for.
And they rejected me. Okay, continue. Just continue. Doc, but he says you're in limbo.
Yeah, only because it's a journey. Just keep doing the next thing that makes sense. I don't get that you're holding back and you're afraid and don't know what to do and you're frozen. Just keep doing it. They're saying you will be led, and it's funny because the direction I had in my head was to the right, but that wouldn't mean anything to you. Uh, I get a good feeling about this, but they're saying maintain the process. I just heard that.
Um, I understand that you're asking Spirit to pull your hair on where to apply, but I'm applying to other agencies.
Do it.
You might be trying too hard. You're not being yourself. You're overcompensating for something you don't need to overcompensate for. Just be your true self. Like you said, you're trying
Yeah, if you feel like
so
making a
hard.
joke, make a joke.
Yeah. But be your authentic self. I think we've talked about that too, because that's where you're taking the misstep. You want to be what they want you to be. No, you've got to be you. 2 energies in my head. One is job change, and the other I'm planning. I know. Let go of the pregnancy right now. You're too focused on that. I know you want to be. I understand that. And Letty has been talking about fertility for her daughter. And Letty, besides the crystals, it's her mindset. And again, Doc, it's your mindset. You are so obsessed with this. but you gotta relax and let it go. Work on your
So
getting a
she
new
got
job
too
so
many
that you
irons
can.
in the fire.
Yeah,
They're worried about getting pregnant.
I was me when you might feel you were you,
Everybody's got a mask on.
but if they rejected you, there was a reason they rejected you, that they did not feel you were being authentic with them. And I don't know why. It has nothing to do with anything. To you, there was another offer, but said it was short term. Your guide said, "Don't worry, it will last." Okay, good. So I'm glad you get that one. So both of you are looking, and I know it's not directly with you, lady, about the pregnancy, but both of you are talking about jobs and pregnancies of somebody. Again, the pregnancy has to do with the mindset. You are, um, Doc, you are so
This is like,
anxious about it, and you need to let that go one thing at a time.
ooh, there's a reason that camera didn't work.
Oh, when you were on the online call. So your camera wasn't working when you were on the line call.
Yes.
They didn't. Yeah.
Funny how that works.
Yes. That's the universe saying this was not yours, not for you.
So like when you go to an interview and the wrong words come out of your mouth when you want to be an airline
It
pilot,
happened to you.
you go, what the hell? Why was I?
Yeah, I made the mistake. They asked me a question, and I don't know why the words popped out of me because it wasn't in my head to do it for the money.
Ah,
Yeah,
that would do it.
that's and
That was as good as the answer I gave.
well, and that my manager spoke to me afterwards. She goes, "I know that's not you." And it's like, yeah, it just popped because I wasn't ready. So
But everything's for a
I
reason.
was on the work
I
site.
just think it's funny.
Oh, so on the work site, the camera didn't. That's, but there's reasons
It's
for
still,
everything.
yeah. It went the way it was supposed to go.
Yeah. I believe in divine timing. I know that everything happens for a reason. And that's for everybody.
So be glad this is the one that got away.
Yeah. And Letty, yeah, I'm feeling both of you are going to be getting positions that are more coherent to your aptitude. These are their words, not mine. I don't use those or put them together either. My daughter welcomed her baby into her womb, and she had several miscarriages and then had a full-term baby. Yes.
Good. No,
Yes.
but if you got that attitude, you're going to find the right one.
And have that same attitude about pregnancy, but don't be so anxious about it. Don't be beating yourself up about it.
I'm getting three, like maybe three interviews or maybe three different companies. I don't know, but I'm hearing three.
Well, she's working at Johnson and Johnson, and I think she says internal jobs,
Yeah.
but I'm feeling it needs to be outside. There's another pharmaceutical that you're more suited for. And Letty, I'm not sure which ones you're working on. Something very much more great, a greater job. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, very good. Keep doing that,
Just relax, keep doing what you're doing.
but relax about it. Okay, and be the emotional person in that. Oh, I love this position. I love the people I'm working with. I love the space that I'm working at. I mean, all of that stuff. And just see yourself walking in that space, getting up in the morning and being excited about the job. And even if you're doing that now, going to a job, be excited about going to because something new is coming. You know this, feel it, believe it, it's
Yeah.
happening.
So you're playing the game. That's good.
Yep. And it is 10:56. Sorry we didn't get to you, Darian. Tomorrow morning, nope. Tonight, there'll be readings tonight. That would be at the Friday Night Live happy hour with Bonnie and Sarah. Good. Yes. I think you're going to be more, you're going to be happier, Doc, outside of
That's what I
Dr.
was thinking,
Johnson.
where
Yeah,
she
we're both
is.
getting it.
Feels
Yeah.
like that.
just shrug off the Johnson and Johnson vibes and go forward. Okay, Susan will be off tomorrow. And then Jess, are you planning on Sunday? Psychic Sunday with Jess and Bonnie. And that'll be at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on Sunday. Miss Angie, are you doing um, Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. ish with Miss Sherry Beery? Hopefully. Monday, I'm not sure if Umber and Carrie will be on their podcast. And then on Tuesday, I will be back with Claudine, most likely from my home, since my granddaughter will be with us. And then on Wednesday for communications and connections, I will be with Kathleen Krantz. And I'm going to back off because it's that time.
I was hearing words come in as we were. Here's what I'm getting today from Gabriel and the gang. It's time for you all to put your collective hearts together and understand one thing. There is no misgiving in any opportunity that you take advantage of or wish to pursue. There is only the expenditure of time and possibly misperceived efforts, which is not really the case. Every effort, every perception, every action you take is only another footstep that you're taking in the direction of where you're going to end up, whether it be in a direction and place that you have planned on or an unknown surprise. We suspect it's more fun to experience the unknown surprises, like the left turn on the roller coaster that you don't see coming. Those are the bone chilling experiences you remember more than anything else. Why make it ordinary and plain and have it work out exactly the way you think it should? We vote that you go for the unsuspecting thrill ride. Each of you have been there. Each of you sometimes languish at the expectation of having to deal with a surprise, but in the end, the surprise is shall we say, the key to making the circulation take place and creating the utopia that you came here to be part of. Those are our words of wisdom for today. Continue your journeys. Don't ever step back, only move forward or sideways. Feel free to dodge the obstacles that are not comfortable for you, but don't be afraid to at least anticipate them, deal with them, and go around them. Don't run away. Hasta vista to you all. We will be back. Ta-da.
That was short and sweet.
Yeah, it was sort of on the theme of what they were
Yep.
doing today.
Yeah.
So go, be happy, make mistakes.
Definitely take a step.
Join the
Just
buffet.
one
Eat the
step at a
stuff you
time.
don't like,
Yeah.
or at least try
Now
to
you
eat
make me want to go to the buffet.
it.
I really do. And there is a nice Eagles buffet. I like it. It's on the expensive side, but there's so much to choose from. Want to cry tears, yeah.
Happy tears, yeah.
And Miss
Can't do this wrong. Mess
says
this up.
will be on Sunday with either Sherry and or Miss Brittany Larson. And Miss Brittany Larson will be joining me on Wednesday, the 25th of June. So I'm so excited. But you heard it here first. I will have Michelle Frost, if you remember, Michelle Frost on July 2nd. So I'm excited for that too. She was very shocked that I asked her. So come see, and I will have commercials up and the information on Love Right Warriors, my personal page, just spiritually speaking, and maybe some other Facebook pages, YouTube, and TikTok as well. All right. Thank you, Sandra.
Go touch another soul today.
Yes. Love, light, and blessings rise above with love. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Is it 2 scoops today or
At least 2 scoops.
at least 2 scoops? And we will see you next time.
Until we meet again.